Life often seems to defy logic. Rules get turned upside down, and things work in unexpected ways. It's enough to make your head spin. But wait, these mind-bending paradoxes hold valuable lessons. They can guide us, help us grow, and bring new understanding to our lives. Let's explore 10 thought-provoking paradoxes and see what wisdom they offer. Paradox 1. The more you chase happiness, the less you find it. Pursuing happiness seems logical, right? Yet constantly striving for it can leave you unsatisfied. True contentment isn't something you actively seek. It comes from appreciating the present moment and finding meaning in all experiences. This reminds us that happiness isn't a destination. It's a state of being present with whatever life brings. Instead of chasing happiness, shift your focus to gratitude. Keep a daily journal, noting even the smallest joys. This refocuses your mind from what's missing to the abundance in your life right now. Paradox 2. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Learning can be thrilling, but as you delve deeper into a subject, you become aware of how much you still don't understand. This aligns with the concept of beginner's mind. It's about approaching life with openness and curiosity, free from preconceived notions. Acknowledging our ignorance fosters humility and a continued thirst for knowledge. Practice saying, "I don't know," and be comfortable not having all the answers. Adopt a learning mindset and stay curious about the world around you. True strength stems from vulnerability. Society often teaches us that being strong means hiding our emotions and never letting our guard down. But this view misses a deeper truth about real strength. Showing vulnerability takes a different kind of courage. It's easy to hide behind a tough facade. It's much harder to let others see your true self, with all your doubts and fears. Being vulnerable means risking judgment or rejection, but it also opens the door to genuine connections. True strength lies in the courage to be open. It's about having the confidence to express your emotions honestly. This kind of strength builds deeper relationships. It creates a greater sense of belonging. It encourages others to share their own vulnerabilities too. Try sharing something personal with a trusted friend or family member. Practice asking for help instead of trying to do everything alone. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's a powerful act of self-acceptance that builds emotional resilience. Now let's consider another paradox. The busier you are, the less you get done. This might seem odd at first. We're often told that staying busy equals being productive, but this idea reveals a deeper truth about productivity and mindful engagement. When you're caught in a whirlwind of activities, constantly jumping from one task to another, you might feel busy, but are you really getting things done? Often the answer is no. Constant busyness doesn't always equal productivity. In fact, it can have the opposite effect. When we jump from task to task without pause, we may feel productive, but it's often an illusion. Excessive busyness can actually decrease our efficiency for several reasons. First, it encourages multitasking, which splits our attention. This fragmented focus can lead to errors and lower quality work. When we're constantly busy, we're more likely to make mistakes. These errors then require additional time to correct, further reducing our productivity. It's a cycle that can be hard to break. Burnout is another risk of constant busyness. Without time to rest and recharge, our energy levels drop. This decrease in energy affects our ability to think creatively and solve complex problems. Being perpetually busy can also impact our ability to prioritize effectively. When everything feels urgent, it's hard to distinguish between truly important tasks and those that can wait. To combat this, it's crucial to build moments of mindfulness into our day. Step away from devices, take deep breaths, and simply be present. Practice focusing on one task at a time, prioritizing quality over quantity. When we slow down, clarity often follows. This clarity can lead to real productivity, not just the illusion of it. It's a paradox that to gain control, we must surrender some control. Control is often an illusion we cling to for security. However, micromanaging every aspect of our lives can lead to anxiety and resentment. True power lies in letting go and trusting in a larger plan. Surrendering isn't about giving up. It's about flowing with life rather than constantly fighting against it. This approach can lead to less stress and more genuine productivity. We often seek control, yet true peace comes from balancing effort with acceptance. Notice where you tightly grip the reins in life. Observe how control creates tension. Replace this need for control with trust. Breathe deeply, let go, and remind yourself that things will work out. This practice brings inner calm, even when outcomes are uncertain. We yearn for purpose, but sometimes our search makes life feel meaningless. Meaning isn't forced. It arises naturally from being present. Live according to your values and contribute to something bigger than yourself. Savor simple, everyday moments. Meaning will start to bloom. Identify your core values like honesty, creativity, or compassion. Find small ways to embody these values daily. Engage in activities that bring joy or a sense of contribution. This could be volunteering, expressing yourself creatively, or connecting with loved ones. Giving and receiving might seem like opposites. One appears to deplete while the other adds. But look deeper and you'll see that giving can enrich your life in unexpected ways. When you give time, resources, or love, you're not just transferring something. You're joining a cycle of generosity that nourishes your spirit as much as it helps others. Giving selflessly opens your heart. It creates a sense of connection and empathy towards those around you. This emotional and spiritual growth is a form of receiving. It enhances your well-being, happiness, and fulfillment. Look for ways to give, both big and small. Remember, in giving, you often receive more than you expect. Small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Share your time, resources, or talents without seeking recognition. Practice random acts of kindness simply for the joy of giving. Our greatest weaknesses can become our strongest assets. What we perceive as flaws might be hidden superpowers. Try to reframe your struggles as opportunities for growth. Sensitivity can lead to deep empathy. Impulsiveness might be channeled into bold action. Your weaknesses often contain the seeds of what makes you unique. Think about a trait you consider a weakness. Is there a different perspective? Could it be seen as an asset? For instance, stubbornness can transform into determination. Aim to manage, not eliminate your perceived flaws. Find ways they can become a source of personal strength. Loneliness can be found in a crowd, while connection can be discovered in solitude. We often link loneliness with being alone and connection with social interaction. However, this isn't always true. True connection with ourselves and others is about authenticity and vulnerability. Sometimes social gatherings leave us feeling disconnected. In contrast, solitude can offer profound self-discovery. Notice where you feel most lonely and most connected. Observe when a busy event leaves you drained and when a quiet moment rejuvenates you. Focus on quality connections rather than quantity of social interactions. Striving for perfection can lead to discontent. Perfectionism often masquerades as ambition, but it's rooted in fear of failure and inadequacy. Being human inherently involves imperfection, growth, learning, and evolution. When we set perfection as our goal, we create an endless cycle of striving and dissatisfaction. Every mistake, no matter how small, can feel like a devastating failure. Every achievement can seem inadequate compared to an impossible standard. Our pursuit of perfection often blinds us to the beauty of our accomplishments. We forget that true growth comes from embracing risks and learning from mistakes. By accepting our flaws, we open doors to resilience and creativity. Challenges are not roadblocks, but opportunities for self-discovery and understanding. When we let go of impossible standards, we free our minds to find joy in the journey. Embracing our humanity, imperfections and all, allows us to see the world with fresh eyes. It's in the process, not the end result, where we find real satisfaction. By shifting our focus, we can appreciate our progress and find contentment in our efforts. Remember, it's okay to be a work in progress. Your experiences and thoughts on this topic are valuable. Have a wonderful day ahead.